Hey everyone, Nathan Bowman, Draper Incorporated again. We are back today to discuss the IntelliFlex IO DC system. Today we're going to talk about temporary power. In our previous video, we discussed how to wire up a power panel. If you're walking onto a project site with all wiring and power already intact, this is how everything should look when you walk off site. However, we realize that is not the case in every scenario. You may need temporary power, so we have developed a tool for that scenario. This is the individual motor transformer for the low voltage IO DC system. As you can see on the back of the transformer, we do have a small wiring schematic to depict how everything should be wired up, but we will go ahead and cover this with you today. So if your electrician has not wired up your power, you don't have wires pulled to your motors, you can use this as a temporary power supply to set your limits, do your initial programming while the wiring is being ran. As you can see, the port for the individual transformer is yellow. It is color coded just like the power panel. So I have my transformer plugged into power. Now I'm going to bring in my low voltage NDC, as this is a requirement to be used with the individual transformer. You can see that the ports for the motor and power panel connections are yellow to correspond with the power panel and individual transformer. So the low voltage NDC is labeled. So I have my power panel side over here, two motor over here, and then my device port is at the bottom. So from here, I'm going to plug my motor cable in. Perfect. Now from here, I am going to bring the power from my power panel, which is my individual transformer. So I will plug in here. I will bring the other end of my cable to the port labeled 2 power panel. And then for programming purposes, you will need your motor limit tool. So I'm going to take that, and now I will plug that into the device port of the low voltage NDC. We now have a temporary power supply for this single motor. I can now program my limits, set my groups, and then walk away until the electrician has the final wiring in place. Please note that we will only supply the individual transformer. The low voltage NDC is a la carte. Any low voltage cables used for temporary power supply are going to need to be supplied by others. If you have any questions or concerns, please contact the Draper Technical Support Group at 1-800-238-7999 and select option 3.